Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going through my AFL Fantasy team reveal for round 3, going through the trades that I'm doing and just sort of my general thoughts around where my team lies as we start to head into the point of I wouldn't say exactly it's upgrade season. We're still trying to fix things up, but yeah, we're getting closer and closer. We're about 2 or so rounds away from upgrade season. So yeah, let's just jump into it. So as you can probably see straight away, I am doing the Zorko trade. I think it's almost an obvious one at this point. Even though there's wet conditions projected in Brisbane, his run just is so clean for the next couple of weeks, and I didn't really like any of the defenders. To be honest with you, Salem didn't like it. Wanganui Malira, that would just be saving a little bit of cash, to be honest with you. And also the fact is I didn't like any of the young guys as well. I could have gone like Henderson or something like that instead of an O'Driscoll. But O'Driscoll's run as well, he still has a decent enough run where he's got West Coast Eagles and Richmond in the next couple of rounds, as well as Western Bulldogs aren't too flash, and that's at home as well. So I know Fremantle aren't the greatest side this year at the moment, but I think that they'll turn it around, and I think that Nod could do really, really well, as he hasn't been getting the non-disposal points that I think he can do. So yeah, I'm just thinking that he can do really well there. So that's the reason for it. You can see the back line is horrendous at the moment. That's because Roberts is on the bye. So I could even have just 21 players here if Leak and Trainer both aren't playing, which is a massive chance. That would suck. But it is what it is there. But yeah, I could take... Henderson is going to probably make cash, but is he going to make cash and be a fieldable guy? I don't think so. Is there any other fieldable guys that I can actually have? Yeah, Bailey Smith as well could actually play, which would help that out as well. But we're not projecting that as well. Yeah, this side is kind of just in an utter mess, to be honest with you. Hopefully Bailey Smith plays so that I can do that there. So, yeah. And then you've got Elijah Hewitt here as well that could play, but probably won't. He will play, but will he be fieldable is the big question there. Davidson there. You've also got Connor Stone. He might not play as well. So maybe I've gone too high on the likes of the GWS players. But yeah, hopefully we get Hasty back, but I don't expect we will. It's just interesting, I think. But anyway, let's move Callahan. Let's get these all price ordered rightly, except for Roberts here. I think that's all price ordered. So what would the actual trade? So if we just go here and we go, what could I actually do as well? Because I do want Zorko, but I'm like, also at the same time, do I want to just sort of, do I want to jump on getting rid of, like, if I don't get rid of Day and hold him because his run opens up and just expect him to get through the tag? Like, is there a way in which I can do this and then get rid of like a Sanders or get rid of like a Foz or someone like that and really open up the cash generation or something route? Is there a way in which I can still can't really get to anyone with Perryman and O'Sullivan? If I was to get rid of Sanders because he's kind of just middling scoring and he's got Carlton this week, Freo, Brisbane, that's a toughish run coming up and I don't know if he's going to score well. Can I get rid of them and get to, say, a Zorko still and hold Will Day, which probably isn't the best option, but could I still get to Zorko and then get to like a... Who else can I get to? Prices, players I can afford, positions, all of them, as I think I can just do. Is there anyone else that can go? Would be Bailey Smith there. So it would be a forward that I'd have to jump on. Yeah, it would be a forward that I have to jump on. And is there any forwards that are decent enough break-even wise? Hall, Warner, etc. Reed, don't think so. I've gotten rid of most of my mid prices. So yeah, you can just sort of see the reason why you can't really move him on. If I was to get rid of Zorko and get rid of instead of a Sanders, get back rid of a Foz. That gets me back to 1.288 million, which if I was to say get Henderson instead, that gives me 986k to get a defender, which let's look at averages here. there's not really anyone that I can get to other than a Dale or something like that, which I don't know about that, to be honest with you. He does have, he does have Carlton this week. So you can just sort of see how you're tight roping it a little bit if you were to just hold on to a day, etc. Can I also just, instead of that, get rid of, what's the options with Hasty? Let's put it out there. What are the options with getting rid of Hasty? Because he could potentially be a spanner. If we just go here and we go, Henderson maybe, and then just get rid of that and go, I need the break evens for anyone that I can afford at this point. There's not really anyone that I'm looking here and going, I really like the option here in terms of can sort of get to. If I just do this, because it will open up, I think. Or does it not? It doesn't if I put Callahan back in his role. So yeah, it just is a little bit awkward. So if I go Henderson, then I've got 871k. Defenders, if I go to last three, Farrell is the best pick there. So you could do something like that, and that would open up, and it would let me hold Day, and suddenly my midfield looks a little bit better. I would say that. In terms of Finn O'Sullivan holds there, but then you have Day, and then you've got that there, and then you have Farrell instead of the likes of a Farrell instead of Zorko. So I could do that, and then that would also allow for the cash generation would definitely rise. So Hasty being back in the Saints side is kind of big, as well as Leak and Stone, just for cash generation. But yeah, I just don't like that option too much, to be honest with you, getting in a Farrell, even though Farrell could do really, really well. He's 2% owned, so you're just betting on a lot of stuff. So I'm just going to do the trade that I had originally with Perryman and Day going out, because even though Day's run opens up, he's still going to cop attention you would expect from Drew. Then his run finally opens up. So are you really going to cop the projected another 15k or so price drop? And so yeah, I'm just don't know about that, and I'd rather the cash generation from Nathan O'Driscoll, who probably is going to score on par with him roughly across the next 2-3 weeks, and he's going to gain 100k compared to the likes of Will Day dropping in price. I had a mental blank there for a second, but yeah, that is the trades that I'm going to do. And then we go to the captaincy options. Horn France is still number one F1 at the moment for me, which is surprising a little bit. But anyway, there's real actually debate whether you can get a McRae as a VC here, a VC option. You've got obviously the loophole of the likes of Roberts. Let's just get Foz off field here. Do that, and then that there. You've got, who does Rosie play? Rosie plays tonight against Essendon, so you could go Rosie against Essendon. Sarong has West Coast Eagles as well, so that's an option. Who does TDK have? TDK has the Western Bulldogs. Gorn, no. Sheasel, can't really do that. You could potentially do Zorko as a VC on the Saturday. So there's a lot of guys that I'm like, and who does, Clayton Oliver has Gold Coast, that's not a good game to be, I don't think so. And Finn Callahan has Hawthorn, no thank you. So who am I going to VC? Because I really want a VC or captaincy. I think you got to do this. I think you got to go Rosie into McRae, to be honest with you, for my situation. I don't think there's any ruck really that has a really good matchup this week. So yeah, I think that's the way I'll go with that. And we'll just do this. So Luke Trainer's probably going to have to... Zach Reed's going to play on field because he's playing, and hopefully he gets some points. And then, Leak or Trainer, to be honest with you. Hopefully one of them plays, or else I'm copying a 21 players, which in the long run, it costs like maybe 5-10 points, potentially. But it just feels tough, especially with the Hasty being out. So that could be he's Hasty not projected to come back. So that could be a little bit annoying. But anyway, that is the video there. Tried to keep this one short and sweet for you guys, not to overload it, as the trades are relatively simple at the moment. But anyway, if you did enjoy that video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload. If you are listening on Spotify, give me a follow and a rating over there, and I'll see you guys in the Supercoach team reveal for round 3. Bye guys.